Welcome to VirajeTech online training platform. Learn, grow, and get hired at top companies. Master in-demand skills, React.js, AI, Python, data science, and more. Get job opportunities in USA, UK, Canada, and Dubai. Land your dream job at Microsoft, Apple, Google, and top MNCs. Join us today and transform your career. Limited seats available. Enroll now and start learning. VirajeTech, your gateway to global career success. What is React.js? React.js is a JavaScript library used to create fast, dynamic, and interactive web applications. It helps us build reusable components that update efficiently without refreshing the page. How does React work? React operates by creating an in-memory virtual DOM, rather than directly manipulating the browser's DOM. It performs necessary manipulations within this virtual representation before applying changes to the actual browser DOM. React.js provides a powerful way to build scalable and interactive training platforms. The concepts we covered today form the foundation of an online learning system. Keep practicing and enhance this platform by adding more features. Subscribe for more training sessions and start building amazing React applications today.
Today we will cover the Spring Cloud Bus, how to use in the microservices and what is the role for that. Okay, try to understand in this way. Why the Spring Cloud Bus is required? See, what is happening, we have a discovery tools, okay, service discovery tools, and we have a microservices. So now what I want to do, I want to change the dynamically some configurations. I want to change the dynamically some server configurations. So in this requirements, if I am going to do the dynamically server configurations, so it is the expensive in terms of the business to restart again the microservices servers or any applications, because I am going to change the configurations, server configurations. So due to that, if I will go for the restart, then on the runtime and production environment, it is the very expensive. So how I can do the dynamically do the changes? Or my existing server, if I am facing any issues and I need to point the different servers to execute on that particular situations, then how can I do this? Because I need to do the shut down the services, I need to shut down other services. So to avoid that situation, we will use Spring Cloud Bus. So from the cloud itself, we can get the server configurations and dynamically we can change, and that server configurations will reflect also without going to server restart of the microservice. That's how the uses of the Spring Cloud was. So for this hands-on, I already shared. There are the 5-6 projects. So please download it from the Google Drive project 2 and working projects. All the projects are working. You need to just directly import it in your Eclipse or in your STS. So very first step, what we should do, we should download the RabbitMQ server. Very first step is we should download the RabbitMQ and OTP server. Once we done RabbitMQ and OTP server, okay, so if I will go here, so here I have a RabbitMQ hyphen server OTP win64.exe. Just do the double click of this RabbitMQ server. Try to understand why we are using the RabbitMQ server. When I changed the dynamically server configuration, it means externalization process. I am doing the externalization process for changing the server configuration. So that situation, I no need to restart the server, and automatically refresh will happen. Automatically refresh will happen for reflecting the changes. So due to that purpose, we are installing this RabbitMQ and OTP server. Okay, so just do the installations. How we can do that? So if you will go to the OTP, just double click, click on next, go to the next, and it's done. Same thing for the RabbitMQ. Click on next, then so it is the OTP installation is done, and then we'll go to the RabbitMQ and choose the default options. Click on next, next, and RabbitMQ installations also completed. Once it is done, then in the Windows, just type it service.msc, services service.msc. Okay, services.msc. Here you can check your RabbitMQ service. It is started or stopped. If it is stopped, you can run it from here or you can run it by the command prompt. So it should be start for this. Okay. So if I will go to the services.msc, so here my all the listed services are available. RabbitMQ, it is already starting mode. Okay, so I not required. So here just for the RabbitMQ installation, double click of this exe file, click on exe, click on exe. Once it is done, then RabbitMQ server is available and it is in the starting mode. Suppose that if RabbitMQ server, if it is not started by this, then we can go to the location. We can go to the location where our RabbitMQ server. So go to the program files, system, program files, RabbitMQ server. Inside that, this RabbitMQ has been. So here we have a command to start. Type it cmd, go here. So here you can run the commands. Okay, so we have a command, we can utilize it. So the command, if your RabbitMQ server not yet started, then RabbitMQ hyphen server start, this command you can use it. Okay, so once you type that, then your RabbitMQ server is getting started. Okay, once it is started, then I shared the 5 projects. Just extract the zip files. So you will get employee hyphen config, employee hyphen producer, employee hyphen producer Eureka, employee Eureka server 2. Okay, so this is the 5 project which I shared you. Okay, so what you guys need to do, all this 5 project, extract it, okay, and put it, upload it in your Eclipse or STS. Okay, once you do that, then if there is any POM error, then you need to go project, build path, and resolve this Maven POM related issues, remove red marks. Okay, so what is happening here if you will try to understand? So here we have a project. So I already shared Spring Cloud Bus, config RAFO, Eureka Server 2, Eureka Server, Producer, Employee hyphen Producer Eureka, and Employee hyphen Producer 2, and Employee hyphen config. So these all 6 projects, it is the part of our POC for the Spring Cloud Bus. So try to understand here what I'm going to Spring Cloud Bus configurations repo. It is not a project, it is the server configurations. So inside that you will find it application.properties. Okay, so what you need to do, you need to first all the project you need to extract it and delete all the .git files. If it is not enable the .git files in your repository, go to the file and hidden items, just to check this, then you have to know what is the hidden items here. So if I will look this application.properties, so it is my Spring Cloud configuration bus. Okay, so here I define the configurations. So as of now, Eureka.client server URL.default John equal to, I gave this one. I will change here the server configurations and automatically your server configuration is getting changed. Okay, that's how the important of the Spring Cloud was. Any point of the time we can change the server configurations. Then we have a Eureka server 2, Eureka server 1. So we have a 2 service discovery. Eureka server 2, Eureka server 2 and Eureka server. What exactly both server? Previously also we done this Eureka server. I will suggest you guys, what are these 5 projects? Put it in somewhere in the directory instead of previous common place, because there are some project name might be can same. Then it will give the conflicts. Okay. So once do that, then we have a Eureka server 2, Eureka server. Why 2 Eureka server? It is the service discovery, because I just want to change on the runtime my microservices one server configuration to another server configuration. It is working. That's how our aim of this POC. And we have a employee producer Eureka and employee producer 2. Okay, so this is the project which we have. So we have a two microservices. The microservices is nothing but that is our producer and producer 2. These two are the microservices. These two are the Eureka server, and these employee hyphen config is a config server. Okay, see, this producer and producer 2, these two microservices will play at night in this things whatever we launched Eureka server. This is the project is what for what it is project for the client. It is like Git repository. Okay, so what will happen, like on the dynamically runtime on the cloud, GitHub is one of the cloud. If I want to do the server changes, so it is like a externalizations, and automatically while you press on the refresh, the changes will be reflected. So now we have a Spring Cloud was configuration repo. Then we have a employee hyphen config. So it is the config server. Like your two microservices, producer one and producer two, it is running on the my services. Okay, so that's how it is happening. So what is happening any point of the time I want to do the change the config server or my running config running servers, then if I am using this microservices without even impacted of the business, the changes will be reflected by the refresh button. Okay, so that's how the config server and producer 2 and producer 2.1. So so these are the like microservices, and then we have a okay. So this is the something like all a small brief things. Now what I need to do, this is the like Eureka server 2, Eureka server, employees employee config hyphen server. So now unzip all the things. What about this file? I will tell you later what we should do for that. So now here we have a Eureka server 2 and Eureka server. So what does means okay. So they are protecting to the particular person. Okay. So now Eureka server and Eureka server 2. If I will go to the Eureka server, there is the SRC main resources. So here what is happening, the system is like that services is connected to the web app. Now we want the mobile app. So across the India we can go for until we have a Android app feature also. So now if you will see here Eureka server, okay, and so here if you will see here server dot port is 8761 as I shared previously. So it is the 8090 something like that. So that will not work. So here in this config server you will do the changes. Okay, you will do the changes. Now this is your like here we can define the configurations like okay. So that's how the Eureka server. So Eureka server is nothing but it is the service discovery. So now we need to update this one, Maven dependencies. I shared this one. So once we downloaded this projects, we can clean it so that it will be built and close other project. What exactly the error? So here, wherever the compiler error, we need to rectify. So the M2 project, some of the issues, employee producer 1 and producer 2. Okay. So now I will select this properties, Java build path. We can see any errors is here. Okay. No, nothing. And here, here also no error. Okay. So now what we need to do, we need to update one by one and we need to rectify this compiler issues. I don't know suddenly how it came because I already resolved it. Refresh. Then once I do this and Maven update project, refresh it, project, clean it, I am closing some other things. So now RabbitMQ very first to the second turn I already provided RabbitMQ. M2 repo ANTR. Now still if it is some issues, so it is all about the POM issues. Why suddenly it came? I am also first time seeing this one. So we can rectify this POM issues. Okay.
This conference will now be recorded.
Once all the errors is rectified, all the POMs related error is rectified. After that, okay, we should go Spring Cloud Bus configuration repo. Spring Cloud Bus, Spring Cloud Bus configure repo project. Okay, so this is our now Spring Cloud Bus configure repo. So this is we have like Spring Cloud Bus configure repo. Inside that, what we need to do, delete this .git folder, open this file, and here initially you will get 8090 Eureka. So this is the default configurations of running our microservices. So what we need to do, we need to do the changes. What the changes? Instead of 8090 we can put it the 8761. 8761. Okay, the port what we will be change 8761. So like here I did the changes 8761 because my microservice whatever I return it is running on the same port. After that, what you need to do, we need to like we need to go to the git. So how you will go to the git? From this Spring Cloud Bus configurations repo, right click git bash here. So once we do, then we need to do the all the things whatever we done previously. Okay, git init and then git add. Then we need to like clone it the repository and we need to push it. So these all are the steps we need to do. So you have already the account. Okay, see first what we are going to do, git init. So like git init, then git add. Okay, git add space star. So we add it. Then we can run this git commit minus x minus external config. Okay, after that, so I done this all steps. After that, what we need to do, we need to run the URL. Okay, we need to run the URL. Okay, git remote add origin, this command, and then we need to push it. So what we need to do, go to the github.com. Inside this github.com, just create one repository, new repository, and give the name as Spring Cloud Bus Configure Repo. Spring Cloud Bus Configure Repo. So create this repository. Once it is created, Spring Cloud was configure repo. Then you will get the URL from here. Copy this URL, and I already done this step. Run this command git remote add origin and whatever your URL. Once you do that, like this, so once you do that, after that you need to push it. Git push minus u origin master. So what will happen? Your changes will go to the git. Okay, git means cloud. It went to the cloud. Okay, so now go to the github.com, create a repository. Spring Cloud was configure repo, and give the username and whatever your password is. It is so git remote add a region. We need to run this, then it will be added. Now run this command git push minus u origin master, and if it is required, give the username and password. So now if we will refresh the repository after this check-in checkout process, then we can see the application.properties. So now